Only just recently I found out that why am I always late? It turns out that people who have ADHD are always late. I forgot my phone, I had to go back, then I understand I need my credit cards, then I forgot my clean shoes or something. So basically you are not ready because your brain is scattered.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm a creative person through and through, and this is the place where I share my journey. My passions range from drawing and painting to street art, travel photography, linocut printing, and my work as graphic designer. Whether I'm creating art, traveling and capturing the world through my lens, designing bold packaging, or carving my imagination into prints, I invite you to join me on my everyday adventures, big and small. Let's get inspired to live, to love, to learn, and create.
Every time the season changes, there's a fun action we have to do with our cars, is we need to switch tires. And not because the tires are old, but because the change of season, as we are in the northern, it started snowing. When you're in northern Europe, you have to change between winter tires to summer tires. And at the end, in the autumn, we need to switch back to winter tires because it's snowing. It's snowing, there's ice, and we have different tires for each season. Here you can see the difference. This is a summer tire, and this is, I think, a winter tire. This also is summer, and this is winter. And we have to change it every season. So every spring and every autumn, we have to do this tedious thing, switching out the tires. The tire situation has been resolved. We got our summer shoes on, and I think we could accomplish one more good deed, good task today. That would be clean or vacuum the interior of the car. It's a little bit dirty from the winter season because I don't live in a private home. And I don't have access to a garage or to a vacuum cleaner. So only thing I can do is use a drive-through car wash. But it's self-washing. You have to do it yourself. You'll see it in a moment. But right now we're back at my favorite spot to have lunch. It's the huge IKEA, where the lunch is only $5. I was wrong about the pricing. It is $4.29, even cheaper. And what do you get for $4.29? You get a Kiev cutlet, some green peas, mashed potatoes, gravy, a drink, soft drink of your choice, and a little soup made from basically carrots, celery, potatoes, basically vegetable soup. So pretty good. With the price changes and the price rising in general in the last year, I think this is the cheapest place in the country to have a pretty big meal only for $4. That is so cheap. It's cheaper to eat at IKEA than make it at home. Definitely. Yesterday when I went to check on the new vinyl for my stickers, I forgot to ask the price.
So I sent an email and asked her how much is for 1 square meter, because when you order yourself some stickers, they are appraised from square meters. The price for a square meter, it doesn't matter how big your sticker is, it's sold in square meters. And the last stickers I made were $35 without tax for 1 square meter, and I could make about 100 stickers from that. And she wrote me back and said this vinyl, which is kind of stickier, but it's a lot thinner, so I thought it's going to be a lot cheaper, like maybe in half of the price I paid before. And no, it's $40 a square meter without tax, so it's even pricier. But she said if I order more, it's gonna get cheaper. So for 1 square meter it's $40, for 2 square meters it's $58, and for 5 square meters, which is a crazy amount, which is around 500 stickers, is $70 without tax. Because I want to get the price down as much as I can, because the idea is to make little sticker packs for you, because many of you have asked where can I buy them for my laptop, or I just want them to put on my wall, or do anything you like with them. And this is like a test drive. I want to order them in the European street art tour. I'm gonna blast them all over Europe, and we'll see. Do they work well? Okay, that was good. Let's go. And basically what I want to do is to get the prices down, because I have this idea, like, you should have something in your shop as an artist, something so cheap that everyone can buy it, because I'm not a premium brand. I'm not a how to say it, I like the idea that you can come in and buy something from $1 or for $5 and get something cool from your favorite artists, and you don't have to buy like the original artwork, which is a few $100s. And I'm thinking even further, I could make phone lock screen, basically convert my Mustache Man into phone lock screen images and sell them for like $1. The weather is complete garbage. Yes, it looks like sunny and it's warm. No, it's freezingly cold. So what was I saying? So yeah, like here I have a photo. Like I photographed one of my paintings, but I'm thinking I could make it like a it's so hard to talk in English sometimes. I would make the whole screen my art. The only problem is, it's not even a problem, but it's like a little fear, because I saw that Chinese manufacturers, you know, there's this cartoon Flow, and one of the directors, I guess, or makers of the cartoon about the cat is from here, from Latvia, and he got an Oscar. Animation movie is so popular that Chinese like Temus and Shein, they copied, they stole a poster, and they stole a poster from a super local small theater and printed, and they're showing like they are selling the duvet for your bed with the Flow poster, but on the Flow poster it says in Latvian like the next seance for this movie is gonna be on that date and time. So I'm kind of scared that my images in high quality will be shared somewhere online and will how do you say it, end up on some Chinese, basically anything. You can print it on anything. I'm not like getting, basically I'm scared that someone can come into my shop, buy my artwork in high resolution, and then open his own shop and start selling t-shirts and whatnot. That's like my main fear, but you know, that's life. And I have a saying, if you're getting ripped off as an artist, then you can say that you have reached your goal and you're a big artist because someone is ripping you off. So in a way it's a compliment to your art, to your... Oh my god. Google couldn't understand my question. How do you call a car wash where you wash your car by yourself? It's called self-service. Nothing just like that. What you do is choose the amount of money you want to put in, choose which program you want, like cleaning bugs, foam, or just washing with clean water. They have a stand here especially for carpets. Stick this up. Let's take the other from the passenger seat. They're all very dirty from winter. Stick it up here. And there we're gonna take the last one, which is in the back. That's gonna be a little bit difficult because the one in the back is in one piece, which is understandable but kind of stupid and hard to get out without spilling all the dirt. See here, this is the back one. Yes, we have paid. You can hear. What do we need? What do we need? We need washing. I guess this one is for washing. Now we're gonna switch hangers and go to interior vacuum cleaning. And the same method applies here. This is self-service. Come up to the stand, like we are number 6. I polished the plastics with cockpit wipes. I didn't have any wet wipes. I just used this one with the shiny or glossy effect, and look at the difference. How clean it is, how pretty it is. It could use a little bit work, but I need regular wipes than these cockpit shiny ones. Now that's a completely different story. Look how clean it is. Now we can go on a journey and just destroy all this. We can be pigs again. So we've done 2 good deeds today. That's really awesome. We have changed the tires, we have cleaned the interior, the salon, and yeah, the car is getting ready for the European Street Art Tour 2025. I know the name is obnoxious, but I want to use every opportunity to make videos because it's fun. And it's fun editing, and it's fun to watch them after a few years and see how everything's changed, how you have changed. I watched recently videos from 3 years ago, and I was looking at myself and damn, I look younger because I wasn't so, my beard wasn't so gray, and I look like a completely different person or even ethnicity because I have like really black beard. Now I'm like half gray, half black, and only 3 years ago I looked, I must say, a bit different. Not completely different, but a bit different. So, and capturing all these little nuances will be fun for other generations if YouTube doesn't go away. Like, how did you wash your cars? Oh, well, we did this. Because so many technologies and cameras and the things we do right
now will change, and I don't know how many of us are documenting that, because that will be pretty interesting to look back. The same goes when street photographers were talking about, there's a podcast on Spotify called Street Life. It's a podcast from Australia, and they were just mentioning and talking about that street photographers don't really photograph cars, but if you look back and you like, I don't know, 1970s in America, in Brooklyn, there were so many dope cars you can see in street photography. And I guess even right then they thought it's nothing special, it's just a basic car on the street. But 50 years later, it's, for us, it's very exclusive, it's very retro, it's vintage. And the same goes for our modern cars. They look like modern to us, but after 50 years they're gonna look like, oh my god, look at this old school car, and nobody's taking photos of them. Of course we have like online presentations and PDFs with car models and presentations. When you're buying a car, there's always a catalog you can browse. But still, like in photography, we don't do that anymore. We photograph old cars. If I see an old car on the street, of course I get my camera out and I'm gonna photos of Fiat 500 or a Volkswagen Beetle, or I don't know, anything interesting that catches my eye. But yeah, that's an interesting moment that we don't quite capture anything that is modern for nowadays. And I think these vlogs maybe will be interesting documentation. Basically, you can look back at these vlogs and capture glimpses of the life in 2025. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed these random moments of my daily life as an artist. And if something feels off, maybe check out the video before, because I try to go with all my videos chronologically. And if you don't understand what's going on, maybe check out the video, which one before this one. And see you in the next one. All the links are down below in my description, and you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on TikTok, check out my Etsy store, and see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.